Hello, friends. Welcome to a very special edition of Bobby's Podcast. I've got my friend, artist, and journalist, Allison. Allison, thank you for being on the podcast.
I'm so happy to be here.
So we'll get into why Allison is my special guest, but I thought we would do a very fun special episode of Bobby's Podcast because you're here, and I want to pick your brain about some celebrity stuffs. So let's get into the first story. Leonardo DiCaprio says he was starstruck when he met Luke Perry on the set of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which, by the way, did you see that movie?
Yes, so intense.
I didn't know Luke Perry was in that movie.
I didn't either. Actually, I'm like, when did he meet him?
Well, he says that he was immediately starstruck by his kindness. So I have to ask, who would you be starstruck by if you got a chance to like just walk, run into them at the mall or something like that?
That's really easy for me. It's the only celebrity my body's ever responded to on the big screen, which is Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, very good celebrity.
Jordan Catalano,
I'm pretty sure that he's a vampire because he looks the same at 19 and 52.
I know. He sold his soul or something, but it's still working.
Like Cher. Him and Cher. Kevin Bacon, I love this story because if you see Kevin Bacon at any sort of event that you're at, guess what they're going to play? Now gonna fun loose. There you go. He hates when he's at a wedding and the DJ plays Footloose because he says, quote, suddenly the wedding becomes about me and people form a circle around me and I become like a trained monkey. They expect him to dance. And I think that is so hilarious because he's known for that film. He can dance. He can sing, actually. The Bacon Brothers performed at the top of Pikes Peak.
No way.
Yes, they did. Peak FM was there. Peak FM's Coyote McLeod hosted that event. And so I can kind of see, like, if you're just a guest at a wedding, do you really want the wedding to be about you?
That's fair.
But you're also Kevin Bacon.
It's Kevin Bacon. It's like Billy Joel has to play Piano Man. It's like what
Exactly.
we need.
Exactly. Britney Spears has to perform Baby One More Time. That's how it works. This is really cool. I don't know if you saw this over the weekend, but Lady Gaga hosted SNL. And
I saw it. I didn't see the whole episode, but I saw that she hosted.
Her monologue is brilliant to me. And not only is she a brilliant actress, but she's a brilliant performer. Like, she's a good comedy person. So this weekend she made jokes about Joker 2 because it was critically panned.
Yeah.
And the fact that the last time she performed the show was way back in 2013, and she teamed up with R. Kelly, which, he's now...
So she needed to come back.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of redeem herself. I thought this was interesting. The demo tracks for an unrelleased album for Tupac. Do you like Tupac?
Love.
Because we go back. Like,
yes.
we're like 90s.
Biggie and Tupac.
90s
I
kids?
was there for all of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember when they both died. I saw it on Channel 1 at school.
We're 80s babies, 90s kids, so we kind of know all of them. Demo tracks for the unreleased album Tupac, recorded in the early 90s, are for sale for $250,000. But here's the thing. The buyer can't release them publicly without permission from Tupac's estate because they're licensed to his family.
Oh.
So that's how that works.
So you pay the money, you get a private listening. Not, I want to say screening, but
and I have to ask you a question. So you said Jared Leto was your like starstruck celebrity, right? So what if, do you know his band?
Yeah, 30 Seconds
30
to Mars.
Seconds to Mars. I'm so glad you said that because he's also a performer. Would you be a roadie for 30 Seconds to Mars if you had the chance?
100%.
Would you pay money?
Would I pay to work?
Yeah.
Maybe for a little bit.
It's like a paid internship, but you're paying them.
I heard he kissed somebody that interviewed him here in town.
Really?
Yes, a radio personality. And I was like,
I think I know who that person
like
is.
The dream. You might.
Yes, in fact, I know who that person is. Shout out to Romy because
it was Romy.
I believe so because
lucky girl.
30 Seconds to Mars was coming through town, and not only did he send Romy some gourmet decorative cupcakes, which I have the picture of, he sent her a note. And if that's the radio personality, I'm pretty sure, and I'll confirm with Romy too. Romy, by the way, if you're watching the podcast, I want to have you on as a guest.
Romy,
I love Romy. Romy's like
Romy, you're the coolest.
She is.
And even more so. I met you one time a long time ago and took some pictures of you. But oh my gosh, Jared Leto, are you kidding?
Yeah, he treated her like royalty.
Amen.
Yeah, I mean, I can.
You deserve it.
So here's the thing. The reason why I ask is if you would pay to be around Jared Leto is because you can now pay Gene Simmons, famously from Kiss, $12,500 for the honor of being a roadie for him, just for a day. So a roadie for a day for $12,500. You do get some perks like hanging out with Gene and getting a signed rehearsal used bass guitar. That just seems like a really expensive fan meet and greet to me.
I think take the 12 off. And then
$500?
$500 I would do.
Well, Taylor Swift was charging like some coin for her meet and greets.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you just like won that or something.
Typically with radio promotions, you can win those opportunities, but as like the concerts become bigger and more expensive, they become less and less because guess what? Fans that love artists like Taylor Swift or Gene Simmons or Jared Leto, 30 Seconds to Mars, they will pay that money.
They will pay.
Like if I got a chance, if they were like $5,000 to have an afternoon with Britney Spears, I'd be like, take my money.
Really?
Where do I tap?
What about Mariah Carey?
Oh, absolutely. I love Mariah Carey.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I know you have a picture on your wall.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So that rounds out another special edition of Bobby's Podcast featuring my special guest, Allison, artist and journalist. Allison, where can the kids find you on social media?
I am at Stellar Propeller Studio,
which I love the name, Stellar Propeller.
So much.
Yeah.
And then stellarpropellerstudio.com. I'm not going to spell it out for you here, but you can look it up in the dictionary.
It's also on the Bobby page because I've tagged her stuff.
Oh, thank you.
And we'll get into that. But thank you for being a special guest. As always, wherever you listen, stream podcasts, or even watch me, you can find me at Bobby's Podcast on all major socials. Thank you once again for another episode of Daily's Podcast with my friend Allison there.
Woo!